Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Ty Mizzle. You watching my channel, E14, and I'm here doing a review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 4, Episode 14. I don't know. I don't think this review gonna be too long because it wasn't even that much going on about it. The most entertaining part of it was the ending when they had the woman party, not the housewoman, the open house party that Robin threw in the beginning on what happened, the aftermath of Ashley seeing her father. But so I'm gonna consider those two things to last. What I'm gonna talk about, Robin was learning how to be a trucker or learning the deals of being a trucker. She wanted to get information, the discovery phase of a trucking business. She said instead of paying people to bring things to our house in the trucks, why not she learn it and do it herself? So I said, okay, Robin, go ahead and do what you got to do. He was talking about the CDL, and it's a lot of lengthy process and stuff like that. They test drive the thing. Robin did a good job driving it. They were so happy, hunting the horn and stuff. The guy in the back, and was showing them. It was cool. Giselle came. That was it. It wasn't even that much about it. But I would say, oh, a trucking business? Okay. Okay, Robin, do what you gotta do. Shoot, you want for this flipping houses and then you want to do some trucking? I said, do what you gotta do. You want to build an empire. What empire you want to build? I guess we're gonna see how much empire you gonna be building, Robin. All right. So that was that. Um, Monique and Chris, they wanted to do a freaking CPR class with her kids, with their kids. And I don't know what they thinking to think that though Milani and Chris Jr. was going to sit down and freaking listen to this lady teaching them in CPR class. I would say, first of all, they're not even focused. They wasn't even focused in the freaking doctor office. And now you're going to have them focus and try to sit down and listen to a class. Like, yes, Chris Jr. knew a little bit about what CPR is, but they're not going to sit down and listen to this lady tell them how to do things. They're not ready for that yet. So when the lady come in the house, Chris and Monique was into doing it because it was good for y'all to know. But it ain't good for these kids to know. They're not going to sit there and listen to what word she's saying. It's like they was all over the place. He was on the day and saying, Mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want that. And Melania's going around his chairs, going under the table, fixing the hair, everything. I was on Chris's back. I was like, y'all got some energized kids, yo. They was so much. And Abby wrote it. I was like, what was y'all thinking? Like, y'all think these kids gonna sit around and just listen to the CPR class? That was not gonna happen. But that was funny. All right, so they want to make sure they learn some tricks or trades and be careful. I said that's always good. Always learn how to protect yourself in survival. That's great. But those kids is not gonna learn that right now. Let them get older until they understand they can sit down. But until then, you got to better off by having them sitting there watching TV with y'all, watching cartoons or something like that. Then they would sit down and have a family bonding. But this adult education classes you was gonna try to have them do right now, it was not happening. The little kid said, not today. Not today. All right, so Candace, Dorothy, and Crystal, which is Candace's sister, younger sister, was going to a winery or something like that and talk. They freaking look like matching outfits, look like the freaking three Destiny Child rejects and stuff like that. I said, what the fuck, y'all look like a girl group? What the hell's going on? Shoot. I was like, what the hell? They matching furs, the jacket, the boots. I was like, what is this? A Destiny Child reunion or something like that? What the hell? So they went and they went to talk and they was popping the wine and they was getting a little buzz. I said, what the hell? Y'all know Mama died. Y'all know Mama died. You know Dorothy like to drink. So when she get that drinking back in the back, she get loose with her tongue and stuff. So y'all might want to freaking do moderation with your mother. But they were tasting the wine, until I think Candace said she started getting a little wine buzz. So they wanted to eat something so they could soak up the alcohol and the liquor in their system. So they went outside and back and talked. And Candace said that Crystal, even though Crystal is 10 years younger than her, Crystal's always feel like she always mentoring Candace because Candace, you're freaking bad. Like, you don't freaking know how to do. You got temper tantrums like that. Your daughter, your sister does look like she's more put together and more mature and more reserved and more emotional intelligence to handle things. So she could be able to do things in a very calm demeanor. than you. Then when you like to tick off and be using emotions, explosive, and go off based on how you feel. While your sister is more reserved, she can know how to handle things. So I can see that dynamic between y'all two and how she handled that. So she was talking to mom. She said, "Mom, I see you going to therapy." And Candace, how'd that go? She said, "It's going okay. It's going okay for Candace. I went to therapy for Candace." And he said, "Oh, what you got to learn yourself?" She said, "I already learned myself." I would say she didn't roll her eyes that deep like I did, but still, the way how she said it, she might as well roll her damn eyes, because she was really freaking with that shit hard. So I already know myself. Get out the fuck out of here trying to tell me I don't know myself. She said, "Well, you can learn." And she said, "Y'all too is younger, y'all can get to learn your phases, but I'm ready upon time." Which is true. When you older, you already know who you are. You already know you're setting your ways and stuff like that. But you can still kind of grow. So she Krista said, "Mom, you can still kind of grow." She said, "Yeah, I can still learn some things. But I'm in who I am, and I'm react who I am, and you cannot really change who I am." So basically all that stuff, I was like, "Oh, okay. That's a done deal with that situation with those three." Because Mama thought they said, "Fuck what you heard," but shit, I already know me. There ain't only no therapist to tell me who I want to be and what I'm going to do. So just like the freaking therapy is mostly working for Candace, not so much of the Dorothy, because Dorothy is still in her little ways. Alright? So, so Karen was with her sister Bridget, and their parents, they went to I think they went to the lake or something like that, and they drive, they got balloons, and they went to release the balloons and be there for each other. And she said she was very close to her sister. She's like her rock, her glue to put her together. And they was going, they talk about the red lipstick and stuff like conversation. And her sister named her numbers, her freaking lipstick. She said, "It's 5-7-20-40. 5-7-20-40. Like you know." She said, Kevin said, "I can get you things of 5 something." She said, 5-27-40. Get it together. Like, I was like, gosh. Like, she was really particular in the number of her freaking red lipstick. You better get it together. Except 5-27-40, bitch. Like, come on, you better get it together. That's the name of my lipstick, and that's the name you're going to be saying. 5-27-40. All right? So she was going on. They went out. They had balloons. They said a little speech about the parents. They released the balloons. Karen played Raven Amazing Grace song, and they had the pamphlets of the eulogy and stuff like that, of the pamphlet of the mother father, and put it inside the Bible, and they good, and they walked away, went home. Later on, Karen met with Kia, and who is Karen's friend, and they sat down and they talked, and basically was talking about Ladam, her fragrance, Karen fragrance that she have, and she got her bottles sample. She got her bottles, and the show it was like a little cute little bottle or something like that. She said it would be Ladam fragrance by Karen Huger in gold lettering and stuff like that. I said, "Oh, okay, what Karen do? What you gotta do, boo boo?" So she doing her, and I'm proud of Karen. All right, so that was that. So let's go with Ashley, right? So we all know Ashley is trying to meet her father. It started off when it ended last week, when Ashley and Sheila was walking towards the father front door. Right? They gave us a little clip of saying that in Georgia, recording is not allowed in a property. Filming of the property is not allowed. So they can't show the filming of what they did. They just had to do an audio of what happened. So Sheila and Ashley went to the door, and Sheila knocked on the door, and the guy opened the door. This recorded Ashley what she said. The father opened the door, peeked a little bit halfway out, and so he saw Sheila and stuff like that. Sheila said, "This is Ashley. This is your daughter." He opened the door further wide, and Ashley and him locked eyes for a little bit. He saw Ashley and locked eyes with her for a little bit, for like 5 seconds. She said, like 5 seconds, something like that. After that, he gave them a look like, and closed the door on them. I said, ooh, and locked the door. So as she knocked again, she said, and after she knocked again, she said, "I'm your daughter. I came up here. I don't want nothing for you, but I just want to at least have a conversation or something like that. I just want to let you know you can acknowledge me. I don't want anything for you." And he just turned off the lights and left her go. I was like, ooh. I said, ooh, you slammed the door in your daughter's face? You slammed the door on your daughter's face. And I was like, I kind of feel that that's what's going to happen. I was like, this guy haven't talked to you, and he left you since you was 1 year old. So I think he's 30 right now. I was like, for 20-something years or whatever, you didn't even haven't seen your father. So what make you think he want to see you now? He blocked you for Facebook for a reason. So you going up there, it was really waste. But she said she got the closure that she wanted, even though she didn't get the result that she wanted. She probably would have thought she could have a conversation with him. But since he closed the door, now she got what she wanted. She said, it is what it is. I got the closure that I needed. It's not what I wanted, it's not what I was expected, but it is what it is. I had to deal with that. Learn and learn. I saw his face. I saw what he looked like. Saw the eyes, we locked eyes. I was happy that I got to see his face. But other than the day, he don't want to talk to me. So I had to live the fact that he don't want to talk to me and move on. But Ashley was very hurt about it. She was crying. She said, why you don't want to talk to me? Why did I talk to him? He's going to talk to me. He slammed the door in the face. And I said, yeah, that was fucked up. He definitely slammed that door because you heard it. He said, I would say, damn. He really was disgusted with Ashley and Sheila. And we'll find out that the father was even talking to his own sister for like 10 years. He haven't talked to Sheila for like freaking 28 years. He haven't talked to Ashley for a long time. So he left Ashley when she was 1 year old. So it's been a long time of his pattern that he didn't even care for her. And all these three ladies had to experience this thing with him. And it's like, yo, he is a deadbeat. So she realized that her uncle was right. It said it's a pointless, it's a waste for you to go see him because he got his demons and he is not willing to change. And that tonight, that shows how what he did, because he slammed the door in her face and locked the shit on her, turned off the lights. That means he is done. He don't want nothing to deal with you. And Ashley had to let that go. So it did bother her. It very bothered her, but now she realized she was happy that she got to see him and stuff like that, but she got the closure that she wanted, and she just got to move on. And she didn't say, oh, well, he's a deadbeat, he's a punk, he's a all that stuff. And good thing you got some people who love you. Don't worry about it. You got people in your corner who really love you, and that's all you need to matter. As all counts. So Ashley saying, yeah. So she went home. Ashley went home and talked to her husband Michael, and she told her everything that I just told you, all that stuff. He said he proud of her for going through this because Ashley revealed that Michael didn't have a good relationship with his father. So we know that Michael was very apprehensive of letting Ashley and going to see her father, but he know he can't stop her because this is her journey. But he said, she said she got the closure that she needed, and he said this is the closure that you got, so you can move forward, and that's all you could do. And I'm proud of. He said he proud of her for going through this because Ashley said, yo, I demand several attempts to him. I had a handwritten letter sent to him that I mailed to him. I did 2 Facebook messages to him before he blocked me. And then I came all the way down. Like I took upon myself to come all the way down to see you, and you didn't give me one even second of your chance to have a talk to me. So she was really bothered by that. Because I was saying, but Ashley, you doing way too much. I mean, he had you. You didn't have him. Yes, you want to connect with a guy, but if he's not showing any effort to connect with you, what's the bother to keep doing that? I understand you want to build that closure, and I admire Ashley for doing this, but I don't even went that far. I was like, fuck it. He not trying to make the effort to see my own daughter, your first child. They didn't even listen to me, even talk to him. So I said, I didn't know Ashley was going through that. She was really wanting to get a relationship with her father, and it was not happening. So so she told Michael. And then later she told Robin the same situation. And Robin said, I just feel bad for her, but you know you got the closure that you needed, even though it's not the closure that you expected, but you got the closure nevertheless. So just move on, you're love, and you'll be fine. And she said, yeah. So, you know, Ashley gonna milk that day and sell her story to the T and feel like she feel justified in doing it. So I was like, okay. So apparently Giselle has a power with Monique, so she wants to confront Monique at this thing. And Robin told Monique, he said, I know we're at the open house, but be in your best behavior. Please don't be hard on Monique right now. Don't come at her. She said, I know it's hard, but I'm going to try, or something like that. And says she got a problem with me and stuff like that. I was like, listen, Monique is not even thinking about you, but you stay pressed about Monique. All right, press, 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 press. Monique don't need no stress. Like whatever that song is, she don't need all that right now because she's pregnant. So, so they all at the open house. If I must say, Robin did a really good job. Even though it took a longer than she was expected to do, she really did flip the house around and made that shit really nice. I was like, damn, if I had the money, I would buy it. But people in that party were saying that it was not a good neighborhood, is not that safe. Whatever they were saying, or drugging or stuff, and people selling shit. I was like, oh, okay, she bought the property at a nice, not so good neighborhood, but somebody would buy the shit. It is what it is. But the way how she flipped the house and made it so nice and modernized, I would say, ooh, the teapot, the kitchen, the bedroom, she really did a good job. Robin did it really, and her team did a really good job in this house. So she had potential buyers. She may have potential buyers. She may have to get an offer if she is lucky. And she also want to celebrate her journey of flipping this house. So she want to celebrate her friends, her family. Both Robin's parents came there. Juan was there with the kids, and people they had a potential buyer that he was interested in the thing, but seemed like that went out the window because all right. So Monique came. Who came? I was trying to figure that order. Robin was first, and then I'm trying to figure out. Monique was one of the first people that got there. Monique. And then Cameron came as well. Was one of the first people that came there. Monique and Cameron. And then we got Ashley that came. Then after Ashley came, that's when Giselle came. And after Giselle came, Candace came last. So after Robin was showing a tour of the house to Monique, and that was really nice. They said, you really did a good job. Like, this is beautiful. And Ashley said, she's happy. That's what Ashley told Robin what happened. All right. So, all this sudden, Giselle came. Right? And this is like, I don't know. People find Giselle funny and all that stuff like that. I don't find Giselle funny, and I find her pitiful. She is a ridiculous piece of woman, and I cannot stand her. Because she came in this party all rowdy. And first of all, it's Robin's event. Let her have a shine. You always want to still shine for Robin, like you low-key hating us like that. Because I would say you came in, Monique went to say hi. Whether you think she was fake or not, or whatever, Monique had no power with you, but you say have a power with her. It could be cordial. You could say hi. You get a little patting thing or something like that. And she said, "Oh, you hugging me? Oh, you hugging me?" For 3 years, he always saying that Robin and me don't like him. Robin and me don't like him. Robin and me don't like him. And Monique said, "What? Are you really serious? Are you serious like that?" It's like, can we celebrate Robin thing for 10 minutes? Like, serious is Robin's event. And you coming in a rowdy. She definitely came in on a fuck shit. Like, she just ready to pounce. And she said, I was good. And I was going to be cool. And I was going to put Monique to the side and talk to her one-on-one. But she came at me with this fake shit. I said, what the fuck she came to you? She wanted to give you a hug. Like, if you think that was so fake and this and that, I don't want to hug her. But you have to come on all that rah, and just go, okay, cool. And keep it moving. Well, what was all that for? And then she pregnant after that, so you want to come out with the rowdy shit. You start all this chain of events. So everybody started going on. People looking at it. The bio's there and all that stuff. People was watching and said, oh, this is not a good look. I feel so bad for Robin because Robin put so much effort into this. And your freaking friend messed this all up by coming on rowdy like that. I was like, oh my gosh. So they sat down. And they discussing and talk about, she said, well, Ashley brought this to me about how you feel like I didn't like you and all that stuff like that. I said, first of all, that's what she said. She felt like it was an observation that y'all diminishing things that she has done or things that she's going through. Just because she got money doesn't mean she don't have any problems, which is fine. Like, you can still have problems with money. It's like, come on now. And Giselle, you always had an issue with Monique. When Monique first stepped in the scene, you always was shading Monique and didn't care. You still can shade to me, Monique. So why are you so bothered? Like, you don't care about Monique and everything. If you don't care about Monique, why the fuck you were so bothered by this party? Why the hell it bothered you while she was trying to hug you? Why the hell you shouldn't even talk to her in the first place? Why the hell you even bothering and even acknowledging her at the party? You could have just kept it moving. But no. You very feel bothered. You feel threatened by Monique. and you very jealous. And I say it, and I don't care who Giselle fans are. She's very jealous because it was no reason for you to come at Monique like that at the party. Like, and it was Robin's event. If I were Robin, I'm gonna kick Giselle's out. I said, oh, I said, no, go, step out, go. If you don't want to come here, come here. I'm doing business. It's supposed to be a celebratory, not no freaking intervention. We can have plenty of times to do this, not tonight, right? So, because I'm very unprofessional. People could see this, people seen them gargling, and they was in that living room. If I were Robin, I would have took them upstairs somewhere, or we would have went outside. But I would not have them in the house where people is trying to look at my property and trying to buy, and I had all these ruckus with my friends going in and distracting them for seeing the house. And I couldn't get no tour, so Robin had to keep getting up and make sure everybody was okay, all that stuff. And she still feel very bothered by how Giselle took it there. So they was going on for back and forth, and Monique said it was an observation, so like that. So he said, well, she came in at me and just actually said, well, it was how she was expressive and all that stuff. He said it wasn't much expressive or something like that. Okay, cool. So Monique stood her ground, right? So Candace came last, and they just talk about how Monique said something about Candace, about how something going on. But Candace said, let's backtrack. Because according to Giselle, she told me that you shared text messages of conversation we have about something about her having power with Michael. And Monique said, I sure did. I would say, go ahead, Monique. She said she sure did, and she didn't back down for it. So she did show the thing, and she said what she had to say, and she didn't back down, and that's how it was. Candace feel like Monique is using her to get back on Ashley because she don't really like Ashley, but now she still feel bothered how Ashley and Monique is getting cool because Ashley dragged Monique last season. Monique is trying to get past it, but I don't think Monique should be all buddy. They're not all BFF right now, but they building a friendship back together. But for you to be so bothered, Candace, is like ridiculous. So they was going back and forth and stuff. And that, I didn't even know how to end it because I was so bothered about Giselle, and it was so crazy. It's like sitting there acting like you all good and good at tissues, like you didn't do it, and Robin's so upset that you started all this, and now the buyer left the damn clinic. They showed the guy who was very, very interesting, but he ended up leaving. I don't know what happened. That he saw what he saw, and then he just left. He said, "Okay, I see what I seen. I leave." But he left because he felt like this ruckus the ladies is doing is ridiculous. And that was the episode, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this. Next week seems like gonna be continuation. They're gonna go on a trip and they're gonna be bringing this stuff up. And I can't wait. But Katie's gonna be in the trip too. And it seems like Ashley and Katie's gonna go at it or something like that. And Ashley gonna be her old self again. And I can't wait because I said Ashley never changed, y'all. All right. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel, and I see y'all on next week. All right, peace.